What's going on, Legionnaires, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that sub button and hit that notification bell. Make sure you're not missing any of the content that we have coming out. Now, for this video, we're going to be covering Wolverine issue number 10. This is an issue that I missed that we're going to be catching up on so that way we can stay up to date on the current Wolverine lines. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with Wolverine, go ahead and check out the link in my description and at the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with the Wolverine line. Now, in our last issue, Wolverine's investigation of a recent robbery committed by the Mercs led him to the Legacy House, which specialized in auctioning off rare superhuman paraphernalia, including Logan's severed hand and his former Team X teammate, Maverick. Now, Wolverine was able to break Maverick out of this little brainwashing that he was in, and now they're facing off against the Merchant and all of his men. And with that being said, let's dive into this issue. Alright, so getting into this one, we have Wolverine telling Maverick that the guy he has in a headlock is the Merchant. He lets him know that he doesn't know what's happening, he doesn't know where he is or who he is. And that's because his mind was wiped. So don't lose it, just follow my lead. And Maverick, he agrees with this. He's like, alright, let's do this. And Wolverine tells the Merchant that he needs to drop the magnetic gloves. And he does it almost instantaneously. But in doing so, picks up a gun used to be carried by Frank Castle and clips Maverick in the cheek. And this is when all hell breaks loose. And we see Maverick and Wolverine taking on dozens of these henchmen. But as a team, they are doing fantastic taking everyone down. But this is when the party gets interrupted by Special Agent Ramirez, walking in and blasting the Merchant in the back, picking up the severed hand, and saying that they want to bring in both Maverick and Wolverine together. And they make a run for it, running through Madripoor as fast as they can, trying to make their evacuation, only to have a helicopter come in and drop ropes down to them. And then we're taken to on the helicopter, where they're just letting Maverick know it's good to have him back. They call him boss, all this good stuff. So it seems to be, he's running all this. And this is when they go out to the middle of the ocean and they get onto a submarine. More of a private island with a submarine that's guarding it. And this is their HQ. Always on the move, never the same zip code. And Maverick's letting him know, like, we're not adhering to anybody's rules. Not a president, a general, not a Professor Thornton, not a Professor X. Literally nobody. They're living by their own rules down here. And Wolverine tries telling him that Krakoa is not like that. It's a family. And Maverick thinks that he's just been drinking the Kool-Aid. That he's truly believing in Krakoa. And then he tells him, like, you can join us. You could join the Mercenaries if you wanted to. It'd be just like the old days, shadow operations, cracking heads and safes, taking out whoever needs to be taken out. And Wolverine's not interested. But then Maverick says, alright, one more job. And this job leads them outside of Houston, Texas. Now, the Merchant was a client of the Mercenaries, so Maverick knew where to go. Maverick had stolen and delivered a warehouse full of collectibles. And that was before he became the most valuable keepsake of them all. But Wolverine, he's really here because of that hand that was chopped off. He has no idea where it came from, but in his words, not even his lost lives are for sale. And this is when they drop into the warehouse and they see categorized shelves from Avengers to Hydra to AIM to the XMen. Really what's seeming to be useless and broken memorabilia is left over from all of the Marvel Universe. And then this is when we pick up on Krakoa. Both Wolverine and Maverick sitting here. And Maverick letting him know that the place doesn't look that bad. And Wolverine fills him in. It's just, lets him know this is a good feeling. Finally, a place where they kind of belong. And he's not claiming that this place is perfect, but they have a country. A place that they can call home. And he tries to show him around, but then Maverick, he turns around, he's just like, I got my own things going on. And Wolverine tells him, if you ever change your mind, come on back. And he tells him the same. And that's when it picks us up later in New York. And we have Maverick walking into a coffee shop, only to meet up with our special agent. Now, she's very hesitant to welcome him in because she's already keeping tabs on him and knows that he just visited Krakoa. But he seems assured that he's already made up his mind. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. It kind of really did run through really quickly everything that they were doing. It was kind of, you know, a few panels of showing them doing a smash and grab and then ending up in Krakoa, and really both of them trying to convince one another to come with the other one. You know, Wolverine offers Krakoa and everything that belongs with it, and Maverick is offering the mercenaries, but it seems like he has a more sinister plot working with Special Agent Ramirez. And for whatever reason, they're wanting Wolverine. They're wanting Wolverine and Maverick. Because remember, she was originally at that auction specifically to get Maverick. Now, Maverick's willing to play as long as the money is right. But it seems like this is going to be at the expense of Wolverine. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have not yet, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and until the next issue.